I just read an article that the median home price in Colorado Springs is going to be $1 million over the next 10 years, which is so crazy to me because as a resident and a realtor in the area, I never saw this coming. So if you've been dreaming about moving to Colorado Springs, this video is either going to make you want to move sooner or change your mind entirely. Growing up in Colorado Springs, I never imagined the city to get as big as it is. When I was a kid, this was just a small town, and I remember the neighbor kid who was a curly-haired boy who loved to eat tadpoles. I'm not sure if he did it for the drama or what, but it's such a strong memory from my childhood. I grew up in a trailer park about 13 minutes north of Fort Carson, and I went to an elementary school called Pinello in Widefield School District 3. I was in a class that blended 2 grade levels, so that should give you a picture of how small we were. You might be thinking, well, all cities are growing like that, but for the reasons I'm about to share with you in this video, Colorado Springs is different and it's going to grow even more. So if you're moving to Colorado Springs or trying to find your next chapter in where you want to live, you may want to stick around to the end. Colorado Springs is booming, and if you've been here before and came back recently, you've noticed. Colorado Springs is one of the fastest growing cities in America, and the growth here is no accident. Colorado Springs has been ranked as one of the best places to live, and US News says it's the #1 city in Colorado for 2025. That's a big deal, especially since Colorado is packed with amazing places to live. But what makes Colorado Springs stand out? Well, let's dive into the reasons why this city continues to win hearts. First, we have the quality of life. Imagine fresh air, sunshine, clear skies, and greenery everywhere. Colorado Springs offers the perfect balance of outdoor adventure and urban convenience, and that's why people love it so much. It's a place where you can truly slow down and enjoy life, yet still have those big city advantages that still makes life a little more convenient. Sure, the architecture is nice in big cities like New York or Chicago, but it's not the same as nature. You connect differently with nature, if you know what I mean. The next reason why Colorado Springs is the #1 city in Colorado is because of affordability, but I expect that to change over the next few years. While the cost of living is rising everywhere, Colorado Springs is still more affordable than places like Denver or Boulder. You get the perks of living in Colorado Springs without breaking the bank. There's also endless outdoor activities. The city is a dream for outdoor lovers, from Garden of the Gods and Pikes Peak to countless hiking and biking trails. There's always an adventure waiting. And the best part is you don't need money to do all these enjoyable things. And because of this, people are outside every day of the year, even in the winter. The next thing is that we have some fantastic job opportunities. With a growing tech scene, military bases, and thriving tourism industry, Colorado Springs has a strong and diverse economy. Then you have the fact that it's more family friendly than a lot of your other major bigger cities. You've got great schools, safe neighborhoods, and family friendly attractions that make it ideal for raising kids, like places like Cheyenne Mountain Zoo or John Venetia Park, a nice place for you to be able to take your family and just have a fun day. I also love how clean our parks are for the most part, especially since I've been to so many other places all over the US. It makes me appreciate how clean it is here even more. And it's not just about the mountains or the trails. Colorado Springs was also named the most neighborly city among medium-sized cities by Neighbor.com. In celebration of National Neighbor Day in September of this year, Neighbor.com released its 5th annual Most Neighborly Cities in America ranking. This year, Colorado Springs earned the top spot overall for its vibrant community events and high levels of volunteerism and voter participation. How they choose this is by charitable contributions, volunteer participation, and community engagement. People here really do care about their community. We recently participated in a community event called 1000 Neighborhood Gatherings, which is an effort to bring people together through block parties and hangouts and some volunteering around the area. So people were planting flowers, they're going to different neighborhoods and communities, cleaning up and doing things like that. Okay, so big deal. We're nice people. But let's talk housing. This is how homeowners will 2 to 10x their money over the next decade. From natives to transplants, our equity is insane already, and with the expectancy of an increase year over year, the growth is exponential. Real estate doesn't grow by incremental value with Benjamin Franklin's here and there. It compounds anywhere from 2 to 5% or even more than 5%. If you check out this graph from AEI Housing Center, a house is a great investment to diversify your portfolio. The Springs is expected to be one of the top housing markets in 2025. 2025, and experts predict the median home price is going to hit around $681,000 in the next 5 years, and within the next decade, we can see it reach $1 million for the median home price. A recent realtor.com study identified 10 currently affordable U.S. cities that could see median home prices surpass the $1 million mark within the next decade. These cities, primarily in the West and Midwest, or along what we call the Sun Belt, are near more expensive metropolitan areas, which leads to increased demand and massive potential price growth. For example, Boise, Idaho had a median home price of $464,578 in 2023. If current trends continue, this could rise to approximately $1.2 million by 2033. And guess who else is on the list? Of course, Colorado Springs, Colorado, with a 2023 median price of $454,673, and that is going to reach $1 million in the same period. So other cities include Denver, Seattle, and Boston, just to name a few. But if you want to see the complete list, just comment below $1 million market and I'll get that out to you. Now, obviously, we can't predict the future. These predictions are based on continuing trends like more buyers and not enough homes for sale. But if local economies shift or more homes get built, the outlook could definitely change. And how do we even know if this is actually true? I mean, when I first saw the article, I couldn't believe it, and I questioned how accurate this could be. So I did some research, and here's what I found. Realtor.com is actually known for providing accurate and up-to-date real estate information. So for homes currently on the market, the median error rate is about 2.4%, while for off-market homes, it's around 7.49%. They pull extensive, detailed data from multiple listing services across the country, making it one of the most comprehensive real estate databases available. So it seems pretty reliable to me, and these projections just show how quickly the U.S. housing market can change and how much home values could shift over the next 10 years. In that same thread of being a top market, Realtor.com has also recognized the top housing markets for 2025, focusing on cities in the South and West that are expected to see significant growth in home sales and prices. These markets share the following common traits. They've experienced strong home sales recently and are likely to continue this trend. Many have a good supply of homes, often due to new construction. These areas also attract younger residents, including military personnel and those with international connections. And generally, these cities offer lower living costs, appealing to more remote workers and those seeking more affordable housing. Higher rates of outright homeownership and eligibility for government-backed loans help mitigate the impact of high mortgage rates. And guess what? Colorado Springs was number 1 among El Paso, Texas, Phoenix, Arizona, and even Miami, Fort Lauderdale areas. So whether you're looking to buy a home, invest in real estate, or find a really great place to live, Colorado Springs offers plenty of opportunities. Now, if you're still on the fence about moving to Colorado Springs, I highly recommend that you watch the video that is popping up next on the screen. And if you need help with real estate, check out the link in the pinned comment below. I will see you on the next video.